Alright guys, we are back again with another episode of Frieren Beyond Journeys End. We have episode 5 here up and ready to go. Last episode, it kind of set us up on our quest that I believe this season is likely going to focus on, or maybe not. Maybe it'll just be like the first half of the season, or maybe just a couple of episodes. All I know is we are going to the land of the dead. I forget the name of that actual land, but it's like basically what they call heaven. Frieren and Fern are traveling there, trying to meet up with Himmel. And of course, I believe to get there, we have to go through like the Demon Lord's castle or his land or something like that, which hopefully shouldn't be too big of an issue since, he's dead. But it never really goes that easy, does it? So yeah, I think honestly, I'm just going to hop right into it. Not a whole lot to say. Let's hop right into the episode and see what happens. So let's go. I'm sorry, sure. I mean, it's one of those things that almost feels like too good to be true, but it is also like a fantasy anime. So there could be like some magical land where there's, ghosts, souls roaming around. Would just seem a little bit too convenient. Like, what? The souls on Earth? Like, they just stay on Earth? There's nothing else? Yep. Just a short little journey. He remembered the 1/100th thing. Yeah, it's how it goes in her life, right? Sorry, it sounds like I'm agreeing with her, but I do understand where she's coming from, right? Like, it is difficult to get into some sort of commitment where it's only going to take, 100? I don't know. Frieren's math of her whole life still confuses me. 1/100th, that was the 10-year journey, right? 1/100th. So what would like a human lifespan be? 1/90th. Maybe that would be the 1/100th point. We weren't quite there, but now we are. It's pretty ridiculous. The speed at which, for her, a human would die off, like someone like Fern even. So it's good that now she's learning. And pretty impressive that it only took 80-something years for her to learn that lesson that Eisen was trying to tell her, is that relationships are, worth it, more important. It didn't take quite 80. I guess it took 50 with Himmel dying. That set it off. But it's nice to see even that small bit of change in her. Even though she's not fully convinced yet, she is definitely, on the right path. What happens if you live your whole life? You're an elf and you live your whole life not gaining any connections. What did you gain from it? Really? What did you gain from living in general? That's what I'm saying. Eisen reading my mind. Even that 1/100th had the tiniest effect. I guess that's the whole point he's going for, right? They are making us feel like we are in Frieren's shoes because of how, Fern just said it was half her life that she spent with Frieren. That's been 3 episodes for us at this point? And that's just a normal thing in Frieren's shoes, is just, it goes by that quick. Oh, he's like, no, that's not what you were supposed to get from that at all. Yeah, then who knew the haunting was a good thing? Yeah. Even that, man. Even that, she looked so much younger back in the Hyder days, of course, because it's been years. But now she's teen, 15, maybe? Something like that. I don't know. Ghosts. Oh, well, that's convenient. That's what we're looking for. The undead. I mean, I guess, maybe the undead would be a thing in this world, like zombies. They appeared in life. Ghost spoke. Oh, yikes. You might see some Hyder and Himmel here this episode. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Can't be as convenient as ghosts. Just be careful to avoid it. A very realistic look on it. Most people, like, if this were, in fact, Himmel, even, he'd probably be like, no, we have to help these people. Like, this is our new objective, is to help these people while we're here. It's our duty. Frieren just like, yeah, we should try to avoid it if we can. The villagers, yeah, Fern. Fern's the sense of justice here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Frieren just needs that guiding hand to help her on the right path. Okay. I wonder if that'll be difficult for Fern. Yeah. If she sees Hyder. Easy to say. My master, damn. Okay. Should I question that? I'm used to hearing her beg for her life? Excuse me? What the hell does that mean? Was Frieren just nonchalantly, like, threatening her life, like, every... multiple times throughout their apprenticeship? Like, what happened? Well, at least we know that she'll be able to deal with it. At least if it was her master. I feel like now she might see Himmel. And that might be a little bit different. Though, she does have it down. She's done it before. So I don't know if Frieren would be that big of a deal. But I'm a little worried about Fern. If she sees Hyder after that whole conversation they just had, she might, let it get to her, be a bit emotional. I have faith that she'll see through it. I'm not saying that, like, Frieren will have to come to her rescue or anything. I hope not. Fern is a very strong, like, crafty character. Just it might be a bit tough. She might not be able to do it right away. Mm-hmm. Blast him. Not a chance. No, he should have been gone already. You're taking way too long. Yeah. It's not just you see them, right? They talk to you. Could you been even? Damn, so can it, like, read minds and see their last, like, encounter? Or is it just it feeds off of them? Oh, no. I think she's gonna do it. She's pissed. There we go. Yeah. Just do it. Come on, Frieren. I got more faith in you. Him only ain't even talking. Didn't have changed. Yeah. No. Thank you, Mr. Einsom. Showing us the progress bar. That's what him moves. Damn. That's kind of cold. Himmel would straight up, like, tell her to sacrifice him to be better. That's crazy. Yeah. See, she was able to do it once she really saw the truth. And that was a freaky looking monster too. The monster, like the demon and monster designs in this show, I just want to say are, like, pretty top notch. They look spooky. Is Frieren? Yeah. We'll have a chance to actually see him. That was cool though, being able to see that, like, even in her memories, Frieren sees Himmel as, like, someone who would do the right thing no matter what. Like, if Himmel straight up, that was the monster draining off of Frieren's own memories of Himmel. And even in the memories, bro was just like, yeah, shoot me. Like, that's what you need to do. Like, the monster basically just killed itself. And it's good that Frieren's not showing any sign of, like, disappointment towards Fern, because she can't really expect to, like, on her first go with something like that. Especially because, honestly, Frieren maybe didn't explain it as well as she could have. She could have said they use your memories too, not just you see them. Like, that's almost Frieren's fault, because Fern wasn't quite prepared for that. But in the end, she did do what needed to be done. And it is kind of cool that I just want to say, every time they try to do, like, to show the time, it shows 20. It just goes by years. Like, it would be more useful for us if it went by, like, months or days since, like, the last time we saw them. Like, when they dealt with that monster, it was 28 years, and still it says 28 years. I'm wondering if that's just because that's how, like, Frieren sees it. Like, does Frieren even bother doing months? like dating anything by month or day, because for her, years are basically like days. Like, is it basically going off of Friren's memory of it? Like, yeah, we're still in the year, so no big change. Nice. I always love seeing a dragon in these shows, man. They're dope. Oh, Grimoire. Adventures. Yep. Time to deal. Goodness, damn, we straight up gonna snipe him? I mean, that feels wrong. Should let him put up a fight. Oh, it bounced right off. Okay. You know what? I spoke too soon. Just pissed him off. Bro's like, who did that? Frieren hides behind the tree. Yep, just run. We have no other... Come on, Frieren. You got him. Really? Frieren had no other plan. Straight up was about to sacrifice Fern. But beat it eventually. Are you serious? Trial and error? Got a companion. Oh, okay. Stark. Probably the red-haired guy. Oh, Isen's apprentice. It's like, what do you think? Have you seen me? You think my apprentice wouldn't be the shit? Huh? Wasn't she just the other day looking for a potion that, like, melted clothes or something? Are we sure Frieren is in this for the right, objective, the right goal? We might want to double check. Feel hidden weapons. Oh, sure. Yeah, well, whatever you say. Oh. Yeah. Man must run the place. Yeah. There he is. Stark's just like, alright, man. Long stand up. Oh, bro didn't even fight? Man just stared it down? Lived in peace. Oh yeah, exactly. Bro was the deterrent. It's kind of interesting that Stark would have instead decided to just stay in the village and not maybe finish off the dragon. I wonder why he didn't decide to just fight it and get it over with. Maybe he's not actually that powerful, like he can't 1v1 it. Dang, shattered her. Damn. Yeah, he's probably heard of her. No reason to remain. Bro just doesn't like Ison? Like, just doesn't want to go back to him? Hmm? Oh, okay. So, this works out for both of us. Bro's actually super lazy. Oh, and bro is just terrified? Oh no. Oh no. Bro was just flexing up. He was just frozen in fear. Dude, like, even the dragon misinterpreted the situation. Yeah, we hate him already. Damn, Fern is like that judgmental of this man. I mean, I get it because, like, yeah, he's kind of living here, tricking people in a way to believe that he's the one protecting them, not really on purpose. I don't know why he hasn't told anyone the truth yet. But I think even if he told them the truth, they'd just say, like, nah, don't, you're joking. We saw what you did. Like, there's no way that you're just a scaredy cat like that. Even though this man is bawling on his knees right now. There must be good because he was Ison's apprentice. Like, why would Ison take him as an apprentice if he didn't have some sort of skill or like at least a good conscience or something like that. That's just hilarious. Everyone thought he was being like super tough staring down the dragon. Bro was probably in the process of pooping himself. Like, that's what it looked like. Fight the dragon, I know I can, yeah. Yeah, use that as a trap, maybe? Like, what even is that? Yeah, I guess. It's better to give it a shot, even though it means going up against a dragon by yourself, trying to keep a dragon distracted for even 30 seconds. Yeah. Oh, she's just not impressed at all. Oh, come on. He still helped the people, though. Did we even see her first fight against monsters? I think the first time we saw her fight was against the demon mage guy. Was that the first one? And she seemed to do pretty good. So maybe there was some time where we didn't see it. Maybe it was too maybe Fern made the editors cut it out of the show. But still, like, yeah, the first time he faces up against a dragon, probably by himself, not just a dragon, a monster, and it happens to be a freaking dragon by himself, likely without Ison, like the first time, without him. And he scared it off. Like, that's impressive, even if it wasn't at all on purpose. But yeah, he's a kind guy because he still sticks around and helps these people, right? He could have just said, no, this is wrong. I'm just going to get out of here. There's a fucking dragon. I'm not sticking around. Oh, is the dragon? Oh. Start? Oh. Is that what that shit in the... Is that what that cliff was? Because I know he has like an axe for a weapon. Is this man blasting that rock wall just with an axe and making that big of a crevice? That is insane. And the dragon is too tough for you? Are you kidding me? Oh. Oh, Ison ran? Yeah, he wanted to help him grow as a person. Yeah, that's what makes a good warrior. Someone who will fight. Yeah. Bro was just cleaving through an entire landscape. Yep. Fern's is not at all, like, she doesn't show that she's impressed or anything. Yeah. That's impressive. I gotta say, fucking whole ass cliff. And bro splitting it in half with just his hands and an axe. It must be like, I wonder if it's a magical axe? Well, it must be, because literally giant beam of light flies into the sky when he hits it. I mean, we've seen acts of strength in fantasy before, and supposedly when there's like no magic behind it, it still flashes, there's still lightning and shit. What was it? I think they said in like Demon Slayer, it was a fun fact, is like all the breathing techniques in Demon Slayer, nobody else can actually see like, you know, the lightning from Zenitsu. Is that Zenitsu? Is that his name? Sorry, it's been a minute since I read it. Or watched it. There's like, anyway, there's no lightning, there's no dragons in the background. It's just that they're just breathing. Like, that's just all art. That's just all what's happening in their heads. So that's kind of what I assume is happening here. Is it's more like an art thing, but it's probably magic, I suppose. If you know he's cleaving a fucking cliff in half, that's crazy. That just makes me wonder. Like, you couldn't just do that with the dragon? Like, is the dragon's armor that tough that it beats an entire cliff and the earth? Probably. Like, I think it's as hard as steel, and I don't know, maybe that's tougher. At least from other fantasy shows, dragon scales are like incredibly tough, so maybe he can't even put a dent in it with that thing. But all he needs to do is distract it. So I'm surprised he's still like a little bit nervous, but I guess, yeah, I can't really blame him. The whole dragon thing, like, would you want to go up against a dragon? Even, like, you're not invincible. Just because you can hit hard doesn't mean you won't get hit hard by a dragon or burned alive or anything like that. But I do like his backstory with Ison, like, and hearing that Ison is similar to that in a way of like running away, being a bit of a coward when it came to like their villages being attacked. I don't know if was Ison like that. For some reason that doesn't come to mind. I don't remember him saying that. I know he said his parents died when his village got attacked, but I don't remember there being a part saying that it was his fault, that it was because he ran away. I mean, if that is the case, that sounds like what he's saying, then that gives me even more respect for him and where he is now. And the fact that he took in someone like Stark and wants to like help him change, wanted to help him like become. You don't have to be like brave to be a warrior, right? That's sort of a point that's made in so many shows recently. Like they try to go more into depth about like what it means to be like a warrior, a fighter, what it means to be a hero. Basically, you don't have to be stupidly brave. Like you can be scared. Speaking of Zenitsu, whatever the fuck is, for some reason that doesn't sound right. Zenitsu, I swear it's something like that. Anyway, that guy from Demon Slayer, the orange-haired or yellow-haired guy, he's a coward too, isn't he? I remember, but he still does heroic stuff, even though it's like in his sleep. This is ridiculous. But still, like, you can be afraid, you can be a coward, but as long as you like stand up to people, to stand up to monsters, you help people, you try to help people, that's what matters. And that's what Stark did. He stood up against the dragon, even though he was pissing his pants, even though he was about to cry. Man still was the only one who got up in front of that dragon, in between him and the people, and scared it off. Like, if he hadn't done that, there would have been a lot worse damage. So you have to at least respect that. Fern has to learn to at least respect that he is a kind person who is capable of being like a warrior. It's not just all about if he's a coward or not. And I respect that he was honest with us. I do. I'm glad he didn't wait until like the confrontation with the dragon to tell us, because that's what a lot of comedy shows would do. And I know this isn't a comedy, but even in like normal fantasy, they would wait just to have that little comedic beat, and they still hit it. But I'm glad he didn't like put anyone's life in danger in the process. So he's actually kind of smart with it too. The writers, at least they didn't play that trope. But I am curious as to why he left Ison. Like, was it because he was afraid? Was it because he, like, maybe Ison wanted to keep fighting monsters and Stark was just like, no thank you, I pass, I'm gonna go have a nice peaceful life, and then his karma just gets stuck with a dragon in the village? Well, that would make sense. Seems like that's about his luck anyway. But no, I do enjoy his character. The little bit of time that we've seen him so far, he seems interesting. I feel like I'm going to like his development as a person, because I am a sucker for like cowards to heroes tropes, and he's already progressed well, like off screen. It seems like we can already tell that he's gone through enough just by what Ison says about him. He ran away from his village while it was being attacked. Most people would probably be shunned for that. Ison could have just turned him away, been like, no, that I need like a strong, brave person as my apprentice. But he decided to, show some empathy for him, some sympathy, because he's been there before. So I'm already kind of liking his arc that they're setting up for him, and I hope that they do build on that, on his cowardness. It seems like they are setting that up for next episode. Like, he has to go up against the dragon. I'm looking forward to seeing him handle himself. Hopefully it doesn't turn ridiculous and he's just running away the whole time. But hey, whatever works, I guess. I shouldn't be too judgmental. That's what I would do if I was in that situation. But yeah, hopefully Fern can like kind of learn to respect him a bit more. Maybe it's just another trope thing in my head, but I imagine there might be a bit of a romance thing going between those two. They might get interested in each other at some point. Wouldn't surprise me, and I feel like I've seen pictures of them together like a lot on just, well, we see them like walking together in the OP and stuff, so we know that he does join the party, they adventure. I imagine she starts to like him a little bit more, but they're kind of setting it up so that she'll learn a bit more about him here. Like at the end of the episode, she went to talk to him, so she at least knows that he works hard, he practices hard, he hits hard, so at least that'll help a little bit. Either way, though, I'm enjoying his character so far. It seems like a promising setup to him. And I liked the first half of the episode as well, with the monster that, shows the spirits and stuff. That was some nice development for Fern, because she was able to eventually shoot it. She didn't need, like, to be completely rescued by Frieren. It's arguable, because Frieren did have to fire off the first shot, which kind of showed the monster. But Hyder was still there. She still saw Hyder. It kind of knocked her out of it, and she decided to blast him. So it worked out in the end. It shows that Fern is capable of doing something like that. Frieren didn't have to step in and shoot Hyder for her or anything. And even if she did, like, it's not like I'd be super judgmental because, you know, it's Hyder. The one, I don't want to say it, but like, Fern's parents died when she was really young. So Hyder is probably like the most strong parental figure she's ever had. Like, I think she was with him longer than she was with her parents. I could be wrong. The whole age thing is a little confusing. But still, someone like Hyder, it would be difficult for her to shoot him. Frieren, it's different because she kind of always had a distance with humans or any other species that lives like that short of a life. Or with anybody. Probably even elves. I doubt she's very open. And that is curious. I wonder if we'll run into some other elves, too. That'd be cool to run into some more of Frieren's kind and see their perspectives on stuff. That's just something that popped into my head. That would be a cool episode. I hope they do play into that a little bit. Fern had some nice development. They set up Stark in a good way. I'm definitely looking forward to what they're doing with both of these guys. With both of the young kids and Frieren. Each character has a good arc that they've gotten set up. Frieren needs to like kind of grow more attached to people. Grow more like communicative? Is that a word? She needs to be able to communicate more, get closer to people. Fern, I don't quite have her whole thing nailed down. It seems like she just has to kind of become her own person. Like she has to figure out what she wants to do. And she's kind of going along with Frieren because, you know, the whole mage thing is really working out for her. But, you know, she experienced a lot of tragedy in her life. And she's kind of trying to work through that still, I suppose. And then Stark, of course, he's working through his cowardice. I don't know, like they said he ran away from his village when it was attacked. I wonder if he also lost his family during that attack, or maybe Ison like stopped the attack and maybe his family was a little disappointed in him. I could see it as like he lost his family too, and him and Fern kind of bond over that. I'm not too sure though. That's just me speculating. I have no idea. It would be, I could see it happening though. I'm just looking forward to seeing what they do with them. So I think that's it though. I'm excited to have Stark. I'm excited to see what he brings to the party. That's kind of it. Of course, the dragon fight should be cool. That's going to be fun. See, you know, a nice dragon fight. I never go up against that. I was hoping to see one in Mushoku Tensei, but I don't think we ever quite got there. We did see some dragon, like, you know, they were moving around, they were being intimidating. I don't think we ever fought one, but at least I have that to look forward to. So I think that is going to be it for this episode. If you enjoyed, please be sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you want to stay updated on this series or my other series I'm doing, Kuroko no Basket. I'm almost done with it, so if you want to give me like recommendations for other shows or movies, anything like that, link them down in the comments. And I do have my Patreon link down in the description. Helps to support me a little bit more, plus gives you early access to the videos, and that is highly appreciated from me, the support. It's awesome of you guys, and yeah, that's it. So I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you all later. Peace.